Yeah, it's been a fun couple of days.
It has.
It's been great.
Welcome back to James Flores' channel. My name's David Turner, behind the camera, interviewing James Flores and Thomas Summerfield after the recital at St Agnes Anglican Church. Starting with you, Thomas. Tom, how do you feel about the recital? How do you feel you played?
Oh yeah, I feel I played pretty well. Yeah, better than some other recitals that I've done. I felt as I went on, I got more settled into it. I mean, there wasn't too many people there, so the nerves weren't that high.
Did it feel a bit more intimate than perhaps what it would have
Yeah,
felt?
it felt more like a salon performance or something. And I'd already talked to nearly everyone in the room before the performance, so it was, yeah, it was kind of strange. I mean, definitely different from what I've done in the past.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Thanks.
And James, for you, quite an eclectic collection of pieces this evening. Any particular highlights?
For a three-rank organ, it's quite versatile. I was surprised at how good it sounds.
Yeah, it managed to get a lot of colour out of the instrument as well.
Yeah. It's twinkly, isn't it?
Look, it really is.
It's got every mutation you can think of.
Yeah, but no couplers though.
No couplers, but it's very, very cleverly designed. 3 ranks of pipes. That's all it is. I tried to get as much colour out of it with the repertoire.
Any particular piece that stood out as like that you're really, really proud of this evening, and why?
I like the Denny better because it's like little snippets, kind of like the
The Prokofiev.
yes.
Fugitive.
Yeah. So I kind of felt that it gave me an opportunity to explore different registrations. But I was expecting people to kind of laugh a little bit at some of the funny things that happened.
There were some people in the audience that laughed when you went. There was a few laughs around me. Yeah, definitely.
We were talking about this before. Like, it's quite a humorous finish to that movement. It's almost a cheeky little conclusion to it. So.
Yeah. That was kind of the highlight for me. I think just starting with Bach, it's kind of like a thing to, even if it's a piano only recital. I think starting off with, the forefathers of music.
Is it a gravitas thing, or?
I don't know. I think it's just a chronological thing, I suppose, to start off with, the earliest types of music, then you work your way up.
Yeah.
Which is what you did in the piano as well, I suppose. I suppose I just...
Yeah, I didn't do it. I mean, I didn't do that deliberately. I did that because I guess I did it in less of a chronological order, more of a show order. With I sort of tried to have worst at the start and finish with my best piece. That way, I want to finish on a bang, but I guess it got better as I moved on to later. Although I finished with the Chopin as well, which is much earlier than Prokofiev. That was completely... Yeah, so I didn't really have any order in terms of...
You just told me what pieces and I just went...
Yeah.
Well, I guess talking about... James has spoken about the instrument that he played, the pipe organ. What was the feel of the piano?
It was good. I remember when I first walked in and... James thought this was quite funny because I looked at the organ and then I saw right behind it there was this old upright piano and I thought, oh, I've done worse, but I was looking at it and like, is that what I'm playing? Oh, okay. Cool. And I said, James, is that the piano that I'm playing? And James was like, no, it's right there. And over the organ, I saw a grand piano. I was like, oh, thank God.
I got to say, I'm genuinely surprised that James didn't run with that. Just like, yeah, totally. That's the instrument for the evening. Good luck.
Oh no, he's too nice. He wouldn't do that to me.
I didn't even think about that. I should have done
Yeah,
that.
he totally would have though.
Yeah, I know, right?
I reckon
Yeah.
if it would have been his
If it
head, he
occurred
would have
to
been
him,
like,
yeah.
yeah, that's what you're playing. Like that's it. No, the grand piano. It was a baby grand. It definitely was a bit harder to try and get the sounds out of it that I really wanted to get. The low end was quite mellow. There were a couple of notes that were out of tune, but someone did say they tuned it 2 days ago. So, and I believe that someone came and tuned it, but whether or not, there was definitely...
Could have been the weather.
Could have been the weather. Let's blame the weather.
Yeah.
And the high end was quite bright, but I definitely got some nice sounds out of it, especially for the softer sections in the Chopin and the Schubert.
Yeah, nice.
Do you like playing in that acoustic?
Yeah, so I was talking to someone before the service, and they said, it was actually in the morning in sound check, and they said that the church was inspired by some Italian design, and everything. It was a sort of curved roof, not a steeple. Well, not steeple.
What's that hard angular?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And there was no carpet in there either. And something about it was quite a small space, but it had a really nice acoustic. When I was standing next to the organ when you were doing your sound check, it didn't sound like the organ was coming from right above me, next to me, like behind me. It sounded like it was coming all around me, like it filled the space really nicely. And in some other churches, it definitely does not feel like that.
It's a very directional sound.
Yeah, but in saying that, it also didn't seem to lose clarity.
Concluding thoughts, like if we're looking at, say, a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are we with the overall recital and evening?
I would say an 8. It would have been a 10 if there were more people attending. It's hard because the parish had 2 other events on at the same time. But, it's always not in vain because we have a recording of it, which will be, well, by the time this video is out, it'll be out. Yeah. And, I was really happy with that. I was happy with that performance. Yeah, there's some recitals where I'm like, probably don't want to relive that one through the video again, but no, this was good. And we played our duets pretty good.
Yeah.
I was happy with that.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the duets.
Not during rehearsals.
That's all right.
What happens in rehearsal stays in rehearsal, right?
Yeah. No, the duets were really good, and I think having the hymn at the end was really nice.
Yeah.
Especially with your big prelude, like. Yeah, people were standing, like everyone was standing up, and then for 2 minutes, everyone's like, "Are we meant to be standing?" And then finally,
I was trying to get through it quicker.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the entire recital, and then finished it off with some biscuits and cheese before going to the same pub as last night and getting the same meal that I got last night.
Substantively bigger Parma again.
Yeah. This time the Mexican one, so it came with more stuff that I couldn't eat entirely, but...
Yeah, it's been a fun couple of days.
It has.
It's been great.
Fantastic.
Thanks for coming along.
Absolute pleasure.
Great company.
Yeah, it was really good company.
Looking forward to seeing the video when we find out.
You have to come to Albury.
Yes.
Albury wants you, we'll
all be in Albury.
Yeah, lots has changed in Albury since you've been there last.
Nice.
So
look forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very excited to have you there.
Indeed. Well, in the meantime, from David Turner, from Tom Summerfield, and from James Flores, we're signing off. Take care.
See ya.